Harry here, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto was trained by Obito slash Tobi. What's it called? This is part 4 of the part 3 from last time. Yeah, so this is part 4, and, what else do I mention? Oh yeah, go subscribe to Anime Sensei Iconic What If, and even Obito What If's link will be in the description. Also, how should I mention? Oh yeah, I didn't upload this for 2 months and a half, I think. So I don't remember when I uploaded this. But yeah, trying to finish the old What Ifs, like What If Naruto was a Dragon God. Still trying to finish that one, but yeah. I have new What Ifs, but mostly those are gonna be either Luffy What Ifs. I have actually one Luffy What If that I might do, but then again, not really. I don't know. But other than that, let me go continue on, and yeah. So, we go into, well, Naruto. Naruto is with Jiraiya and someone named Raven. Naruto is Jonin level, while Raven is, well, Chunin level. Basically, that they got ranked up by Hiruzen. Hiruzen's still alive in this one. So, yeah. They're just going to go find Tsunade, the legendary Sannin of, well, yeah, the legendary sucker. Or the legendary Sannin for the Sannins now. Of course, this is where, well, Naruto did kill Orochimaru, so Orochimaru is kind of not going to be the one to go after Tsunade. So, yeah. But, of course, we go on. So, of course, they are going towards Tsunade's location, or try to find Tsunade in the kind of 2 to 3 months. Of course, this is where they go to one town, and of course, this is where they don't find her. Jiraiya goes fuck around, while Naruto and Raven kind of just talks. Of course, before we go any further, Obito was in the Akashi hideout right now, pretending to be moderate, and of course, well, not pretending to be moderate against Pain, and Pain is just like telling Obito that he sent 2 Akatsuki members to go after Naruto Uzumaki for the 9th Tsunchuriki. And of course, these 2 members do know that Naruto is somewhat of an Uchiha. Well, kind of. They don't really know that much, but yeah. There was kind of rumors going around that Naruto's an Uchiha. So, of course, this is what Obito widened his eyes, but a little bit. Pain didn't see it because he didn't see in the eye hole. Now, of course, this is where Obito says, I see. Good job, then. This is where Obito uses Kamui to teleport away. And Obito was pissed, beyond pissed. He didn't want the Akashis to go after his younger brother, named Naruto Uzumaki. Well, his younger half-brother. But, of course, the 2 Akashis are going after Naruto. Is Itachi Uchiha and Kisame Hakusho, whatever his last name is. But, of course, with that happening, we go into, well, the knock. So, of course, Naruto hears the knock and even Raven, because they're in the same kind of, like, room and all that. Even though Jiraiya told Naruto not to do that, but Naruto didn't give a fuck because he doesn't care about Jiraiya. Because, well, Jiraiya is his godfather and he fucking hates Jiraiya and Kakashi. He hates a couple people. But, yeah. Of course, he opens the door, and this is where he meets Itachi Uchiha and Kisame Hakusho, or whatever his last name is, because I keep forgetting. I don't remember. It's super long and I don't care that much. So, of course, this is where Naruto says, shit, Itachi. This is where Itachi says, Naruto Uzumaki, you must be coming along with us. This is where Naruto says, no. Naruto closes the door. He kind of runs towards Raven and tells Raven to get ready. Raven pulls out 2 Tontos because she has 2, like these 2 swords, but of course they're black and all that. And of course she gets ready because Naruto tells her to get ready. And this is where Naruto, he gets ready to actually pull out what's called a sword that's, well, let me do a flashback. When Naruto was what's called talking to Obito, when, well, after him getting promoted to Jonin, Naruto was talking to Obito in the forest. Obito did not know about the Akashi because he kind of went there before that. It was before him going to talk to Pain and all that. Or, yeah, about the planets. And of course, as it were, well, Obito kind of gave him a sword. Or, not a sword. Naruto had these 2 black swords already. No, keep forgetting. But yeah, he already had these 2 black swords. Then he gets ready. He pulls them out. This is where he only pulls out one of them, and of course, this is where, well, the door gets just cut the fuck off, like it gets shattered into a million pieces. Both Kisame and what's it called, Itachi kind of go and look inside. Sees Naruto and Raven just getting ready, and of course, this is where Itachi says, "I guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way." This is where, well, Itachi activates his MS, while Naruto does the same. He activates his MS. This is how his kind of MS looks like. A dark shade of red with dark blue also. This is where Itachi widened his eyes and realized that Naruto does have a Sharingan. It's just a different color from the normal Sharingan. This is where Naruto, he goes to fight against Itachi, while Raven has to kind of get away from, well, Kisame. Even though she's Chunin level, she would not be strong enough to go against what's called Kisame. Kisame smiles and attacks Naruto with the sword. Raven does try to help Naruto against Itachi, but Itachi just put her in a genjutsu, stopping her from actually getting close to them. And of course, this is where Kisame, he kind of blocks a attack from Naruto, and Naruto does jump back, and of course, Raven is just standing there. And this is where, well, Kisame was about to cut Raven until something happens. Naruto could not be fast enough. He was gonna react fast enough, but of course he wasn't fast enough because he kind of lost his footing. And of course, when he saw the sword about to collide with Raven's kind of head, something happens. A sword collided with Kisame. Now, of course, the sword is purely black, just absolute black. No, there's no handle, but kind of the handle looks like it's just black. Like the whole sword, it looks like it's just connected to nothing. Of course, the steel doesn't look like it's steel. It has this black mist around it, and of course, it's blocking what's it called, Samahara. Now, of course, this is where Raven like open her eyes again because, well, not open them. She kind of like snaps out of the genjutsu and jumps back. But this is where Kisame is kind of confused. Now, Samahara is trying to kind of squirm around what's called a sword because it feels like it's getting like it's dying slowly every time the sword collides with, well, this kind of, well, black sword. Now, of course, this is where, well, Kisame noticed Samahara kind of squirming around, and of course jumps away from, well, the black sword user. And this user has a hood and a black mask. Now, this black mask is a Shinigami mask. Of course, can't really see his eyes or face. This is where, well, Kisame says, "Who the hell are you?" Itachi said, "What the? He wasn't there just a minute ago." Naruto's confused, but he doesn't care. This is where Naruto doesn't jump. He kind of gets next to Raven and kind of pulls her away just in case, well, anything else happens. And Raven says, "Naruto, what is happening?" Naruto says, "I don't know." This is where the person says, "Hey, you two kids, you should probably leave. Shouldn't you two?" This is where both of them looks and narrow their eyes at this person. But of course, Naruto doesn't actually complain. So of course, he just slices through the window and of course jump out with Raven, kind of carrying her brighter style. Of course, Itachi says, "Tsukiyomi," and tries to put the Tsukiyomi in this person's, well, eyes. Of course, when Itachi does it, he gets into a Tsukiyomi world with this person. This person still has the mask and the cloak over him, but he's not on the cross, which confuses Itachi a lot. And of course, everything's red and black at the same time. So of course, Itachi says, "Huh, so it seems that my Tsukiyomi doesn't work on you." This is where the person says, "It doesn't, and it will never work on me." He snapped his fingers, and of course, everything went black. Everywhere around just became the black void. This is where Itachi widened his eyes. And when he tried to look for the figure, everything he looks around is just black. Just pure black. Nothing anywhere he looks around. Everywhere he looks around looks like he feels like he's sideways. He feels like he's upside down. He feels like he's somewhere else. He doesn't know what's happening. Of course, is where, well, he then feels like a slice just went through his torso, like a slice, like a sword slash through his torso. Well, not through his torso, just in these, well, a slash at his torso. This is where Itachi coughed up blood. Now, of course, this is where Kisame widened his eyes and sees that Itachi went down and one knee. This is where Kisame says, "Damn it. Itachi, are you okay?" Itachi says, "I don't know what's happening. I tried to use Tsukiyomi on this person. Why didn't that work?" This is where this person says, "You will never find out, you pathetic weakling." This is where he pulls out he then gets the sword again. He having it right in his left arm. And he runs towards Kisame and Itachi. Now Kisame, he sends a water attack at this person, while Itachi sends Amaterasu at this person. Those attacks goes through him. Like, just goes easily through him. And of course, like if he was facing through the attacks. Now we go into Naruto and Raven. Raven and Naruto are right now far away from the commotion. But of course, this is where one person is looking at them. And this person says, "Thank God, Naruto's okay. Looks like Itachi and Kisame must have attacked him, but kinda got lost. Phew. Thank God for my little brother. This is Obito. So if you thought the other one was Obito, then you're wrong. This other person is someone that's going to be important later. But of course, this is where, well, Kisame says, "Damn it. Who is this person?" This is where this person says, "You dare to attack innocent children like that? Well, I guess it would be my time to kill you too. Itachi Uchiha and Kisame Hokusho or whatever." Of course, this is where both Itachi and Kisame, they kind of, they wind their eyes and they say, "Oh hell no, we not." This is where Kisame says, "Water style, water dome of barrier." This is where a water dome appear around the apartments, flooding the whole apartments, but of course this person was barely affected and wasn't lifted up from his legs. This is where this person appeared, trying to slash at Kisame even though they were in the water. Itachi, he's trying to just use what's called his Susanoo to break through, and of course he does it, but this is where Kisame has a slash through, well, a kind of double X slash through, well, not both, at his kind of torso and even at Semihara. This is where Semihara is trying to move away from Kisame and even the person. But of course, where, well, Semihara disappears into nothing but black dust. When they get out, when Itachi does use what's it called Susanoo to break through and water started flooding underneath, Kisame, when he had the X slash, he turned nothing into this black mess. This is where Kisame widens his eyes, looks at this person. This person is having no face expression because he had the mask. And of course, Itachi says, "We gotta leave before Jiraiya, the legendary Sannin, comes in and find us." This is where, well, Kisame says, "Damn it, fine, I'll do it." This is where both of them starts running away, and this is where, well, this person doesn't follow them. Instead, this person teleports away, disappears, and vanishes in thin air when Jiraiya managed to get there. This is where Jiraiya was confused. What the hell? What about the two kids? Damn it! This is where, well, Naruto was kind of just with Raven, just kind of eating at like some restaurant because, yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, they are talking, and of course Raven says that person was kind of sounded familiar. Don't know who he is or not. Naruto says, don't know neither. He's thought of his brother, but his brother had an orange mask. Not what's it called? Black Shinigami mask. And of course, this is where Naruto just says, such odd. That's where Obito does disappear after seeing that his brother and what's it called? Obito thinks that his future girlfriend were okay, so yeah. Of course, this is where Obito says, at least he's okay. Well, time to go back. So Obito does use Kamui and teleports back. Of course, this is where, Jiraiya managed to find them and of course ask if they're okay. And of course ask what happened. This is where Naruto kind of explains that they were attacked by these cloaked figures until this other cloaked figure appeared and told us to leave. Here's where Jiraiya is confused. He knows about the cloaked figures like the Akashi, but when it comes to, someone else with a Shinigami mask and this black misty sword, he doesn't know who it is. He never heard of a person like that. This is where, Jiraiya says, okay, well, let's go then. So, of course, they leave to go to, the next place in what's it called, the towns. They go through, like, 4 towns in, like, 4 days, and, of course, they haven't found anything. Naruto and Raven kind of just, like, go in the apartments and kind of just train. But, yeah. Of course, Jiraiya did try to teach Naruto the Rasengan and told him that this would be the only jutsu that you will ever need. And Naruto says, the hell do you mean the only jutsu? What do you mean? There'll be other stronger jutsus than that Rasengan thing or whatever. This is where, Jiraiya says, yes, it might be other stronger jutsus, like Lang Range and all that. But this would be good in hand-to-hand combat. This is where Naruto kind of looks at him crazy, but of course he decides to learn anyway. This is where Naruto managed to learn the Rasengan in a couple of days when they were going to find Tsunade, and it has been a week and a half. This is where they go into a place like it was a bunch of Camel and all that, and of course this is where, they go into a bar and find Tsunade, kind of just being drunkly off there with Shizune. So yeah. This is where Jiraiya goes and talks to Tsunade, and Raven and Naruto follows along. This is where, Tsunade says, Jiraiya, and who are these 2 brats? Did you decide to take on a Genin squad? Say. This is where, Naruto was kind of, wondering what the hell this drunken person is. Of course, Naruto did activate his Sharingan and sees the Genjutsu that Tsunade is using. And this is where Naruto says, this will be probably funny. This is where Naruto is just like not even smiling that much. And Jiraiya says, please, can you come back to the village and blah blah blah, that would so go on can it? Tsunade be saying, I won't go back, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Until Naruto, he kind of put a little bit of chakra and point at Tsunade and says release, and Genjutsu breaks. This is where Jiraiya pales and Tsunade gets angry and decides to punch Naruto so hard that punching him through the wall. This is where Naruto did manage to turn, managed to do an actual fast reflex, but just let the air pressure hit him instead of the fist. So of course this is where Naruto lands outside. This is Tsunade cracks her fingers and says, you little brat. This is where Shizune is widening her eyes. And of course Raven was kind of worried also. But not at the same time because Naruto's a Jonin. But yeah. Of course this is where Jiraiya says, damn it, that brat did something. This is where Tsunade tries to fight against Naruto. But Naruto's easily just kicking the shit out of her. This is where dodging attacks. Because he is speed. He's actually been training with Obito. And Obito is very fast and using Kamui and dodging facing to attacks. So of course he is way faster than Tsunade. So of course this is where Naruto hits her right in the face with a kick. Tsunade says, why you little brat? Tries to punch him. Naruto dodges that punch, dodges another punch, then dodges a kick. Well, he was about to dodge a kick until he dodges it, and then from his hand he makes a Rasengan, and Jiraiya says, no, Naruto! Smashes it into her stomach, sending her across multiple walls. Naruto says, suck on that, bitch! This is where Tsunade gets angry and turns on the Hungry Healing, but of course also kind of uses a gate. Well, a couple gates. With her hunger healing, she can actually use the gates without hurting herself too much. So of course she activates 6 gates in total, and she was pissed, beyond pissed. That Rasengan attack was hitting her. And of course she was like, "You little brat." This is where Naruto says, "Oh, fuck this." This is where Naruto says, "Great, so she seems to activate the gates. Was there a bad idea to piss her off? Nah, fuck it." This is where Jiraiya says, "Tsunade, no!" Now, of course, he was trying to get to her, but of course, she smashes through the ground and just she kind of just, like, stomps the ground and rockets towards Naruto in blinding speed. Then trying to just deliver a punch to fully kill him. This is where Naruto sees the punch, and this is where, for some reason in his mind, it says, Susanoo. This is where a Susanoo appears. He says Susanoo when he kind of repeats the words. Susanoo ribcage appear. Now this Susanoo ribcage is blue, but has a little bit of red, like a tinted red around. Well, it's a blue glow, of course, but the spine, like the ribs, are actually red. So of course, when she punches at Naruto, the Susanoo appear, blocking the punch. And this is where Naruto says, "You'll be coming back to the village one way or another." Grabs her with the Susanoo arm, and of course, Tsunade's trying to rip it out, but she can't, because the Susanoo arm is so strong. Naruto saying, "You don't have a choice." This is where Tsunade's trying to break through, until Naruto says, "Damn it." This is where Naruto is making another Rasengan so fast in his arm, or his hand. And of course, this is where Naruto says, "Rasengan, fire style." This is where his Rasengan turns into a crimson red flames, because he added crimson red flames. Until Jiraiya says, "No!" Naruto smashes it into Tsunade, knocking her the fuck out. Burning her was called, well, stomach, of course, also at the same time. But Naruto then knocked her out and says, "I did it! Yeah!" This is where Jiraiya says, "I can't believe that brat actually defeated her." Shizune was about to put Senbons pull out Senbons to try to knock out Naruto and take Tsunade away, until Raven thought really fast and knocked out Shizune in the back of the neck. This is where Raven kind of just picked up Shizune, and of course brought her along with Naruto, kind of carry it with the Susanoo arm. And of course Naruto made another Susanoo arm, and this is where both Naruto and Raven says, "So we're done with the mission, Kirby Sage. Let's leave." This is where Jiraiya wipes his eyes and says, "What the fuck is wrong with these brats?" Now, of course, this is where, well, Raven and Naruto just starts walking away, until Jiraiya says, "No, you two, it's dangerous out there." But of course, they leave. And Jiraiya, he has to take the pig along. So yeah, we go into a time skip of going back to the village. And of course, it didn't take that long, because Naruto, he found out he can fly with his Susanoo. Of course, putting Raven in the Susanoo, like ribcage and all that, and starts flying. So yeah. Of course, they fly towards the village, and of course, Tsunade wakes up, and even Shizune, in the Hokage office. Mr. Tsunade is pissed, and was about to punch, Hiruzen's office, like the desk, until, Hiruzen thought really fast and says, "Here you go, thank you for becoming the Hokage. Thank you for willingly becoming the Hokage. Bye-bye." This is where, Hiruzen walks away, opens the door, and just closes it. Tsunade says, "When the fuck did I agree? What the fuck?" Well, yeah, Naruto is right now just talking to Raven, but yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, Jiraiya, he kind of did tell Hiruzen what kind of happened. Hiruzen says, "It worked, though, didn't it? Well, fuck it, I don't care. Now, I'm gonna go relax. Bye, Jiraiya. You can deal with Tsunade, can't you?" This is where Jiraiya says, "Motherfucker, come back and help me." This is where Hiruzen just walks away, goes back to his compound, and leaves. So yeah, he just stays in his compound. Now, of course, this is where, well, we go into Naruto and Raven. Naruto is kind of just talking to Raven, and of course her grandfather. And of course her grandfather is kind of like nodding and kind of shaking his head and smiling at what's it called, Naruto's questions. And even kind of, well, not nodding, also answering questions, but also nodding at like some things that Naruto might have got from the Yami clan. like information, like more techniques that Raven can probably do. And of course, Karasu just says, "That's good. Well, really good, because if that's the case, Raven, you could probably turn your body into darkness and be able to dodge any physical attacks." That's why Raven says, "That is true. But wouldn't that hurt me?" That's why Karasu says, "Nonsense. It shouldn't be able to hurt you. Besides, you're my, what's it called, granddaughter. You're strong enough to not get hurt." And of course, Raven nodded. That's where Naruto says, "Oh, I gotta go do something." So of course, Naruto leaves the compound and goes to the forest. This is where Naruto was meeting up with someone like Obito. So of course, this is where Karasu kind of just nodded and kind of waved off what's it called, Naruto. And of course, Raven says, "Yeah, bye." Of course, Naruto sees what's it called, Obito, when he's in the forest. This is where, well, Naruto says, "Obito." This is where Obito says, "Naruto, it seems like you became a Jonin, didn't you?" This is where Naruto says, "Yeah, but I want to travel with you." Obito says, "I wish I could let you, but you're a Jonin, so I can't. Besides, don't you gotta protect your girlfriend? Or your, what's it called, future wife? In the near future?" This is where Naruto starts flustering and says, "What do you mean? What are you talking about? No, 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 no. She's only a friend. She's only a friend. I promise." This is where Obito is chuckling, laughing at Naruto. And Naruto saying, "Huh? You bastard. Wait, how do you even know that she's... Wait, huh?" This is where Obito says, "Oh, I have my ways, little brother. I have my ways." Naruto glares at him. Obito just smiles and whistles. But yeah. Now, of course, this is where Naruto has also talked to Kurama. And Kurama has kind of told him never to use that damn Sharingan on him. And yeah. Of course, Kurama doesn't know anything about the person that they kind of just met. This like masked person, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, they're just gonna call him Void because he just comes out of nowhere. Now, of course, this is where, well, Raven is trying to use darkness manipulation on her body so she will be able not to get hit, like intangible. Now, Naruto, he was training with Obito a little bit, and Obito did teach him something for his, MS, or EMS mostly. Naruto kind of learned how to use Kama Weed, Amaterasu, and, well, other things. Of course, Naruto has a couple of actually stronger, jutsus in the Sharingan than the normal basic, like the Amaterasu, Susanoo, or anything like that. Naruto has a genjutsu that's very powerful. This genjutsu kind of makes it feel that you're in the deep ocean, like a deep mixture. Well, let me say this: it makes you feel and like what's it called, and think that you're underwater. You're underwater drowning, and of course, there's creatures all around trying to eat you. Makes you panic, makes you sweat, makes you think that you're drowning and you need to heat up your body, overheat your body, and all that. And also makes you think that, well, you need to try to swim up. But of course, that will never happen, and of course, you kind of just die by drowning. So, yeah. Of course, this is where Naruto has one of his kind of newest abilities in his eyes, the Sharingan. When Obito found that out, and then Obito managed to break through. But yeah, of course, Naruto then uses another ability called, what's it called? Another genjutsu called Infernal Flames. This is where this flames called, well, not this jutsu. This genjutsu allows the person to be in, well, a place full of fire, full of red and blue fire all around him, burning his skin, feeling like it's getting burned. Also feeling like they're dying slowly from the fire, sweating. And also feels like they're actually getting burned alive. When the genjutsu gets cancel, their whole body ignites into flame, like combust, and then just dies into nothing but just black ash. That's where Naruto says that these juices are very powerful, but of course does tax him a lot of chakra. But yeah, Or mostly genjutsu, I should mention. Now, of course, is where, well, Naruto then says, that's very interesting, don't you think, Obito? Well, if these juices are so powerful, then I still want to go with you to travel around the world. That's where Obito says, I'm sorry, little brother, but you can't. You're still a Jonin, so I can't. Besides, now that you have these genjutsus unlocked and other abilities from the Sharingan, you should be able to protect her, the one that you like. That's where Naruto says, again, she's just a friend, stop being so weird. That's where Obito chuckles and laughs, and of course is where Naruto just pouts. Now, of course, is where, well, sorry. This is where, well, Naruto and Obito just keeps kind of training, but yeah. So we do a week time skip. Now, Sasuke will still try to go rogue with the Sound 4, and because, yeah. Or, well, not Sound 4, he will still try to go rogue and other. But of course, when he tries to go rogue, Naruto and the others will still try to get him. Tsunade did become the 5th Hokage after that week because she was kind of annoyed. But she just realized that Naruto, who's only a 12-year-old, or yeah, 13-year-old I should mention, kicked her ass. And realized that he was Jonin level because of his strange abilities of the Sharingan. Now, of course, this is where, well, Sasuke wouldn't go rogue. He will mostly try to fight Naruto multiple times. Of course, this is where every time he tries to fight him, he gets his ass kicked, and well, he's actually weaker than Naruto's Sharingan. Naruto has already the 3 Tomoe. Now, of course, he also has the MS and EMS abilities, but yeah. And Sasuke, he's kind of frustrated, and so he asks Kakashi for help most of the time. While Kakashi tries to help Naruto, Naruto ignores him. Now, Naruto is kind of just like talking to Raven, and yeah. Now, of course, well, Jiraiya still wants to take Naruto in a 3-year, well, not 3 years, 4-year training skip, but Naruto denies it and tells Jiraiya to leave him alone. Raven says that you should probably take it just in case you're gonna want to go train. Naruto refuses and just says, nah, it's fine. This is where, well, Raven says, fine. But you know, I'll be very helpful if you think about it. Naruto says, if you come along with me though, I will only go. This is where Raven flusters up and says, I will ask my parents. So of course, we go into, well, Naruto, Raven, and even Jiraiya leaving. Jiraiya was fine if Raven was coming along. Now Karasu says that hold on to the seal because Karasu would kind of teleport. He's like kind of made this kind of like bootleg version of the Yellow Flash flying Raijin, but yeah. Of course, Raven had the paper just in case anytime she needed help, but yeah. And of course, Karasu appears. But Karasu appears with a black cloak, a black sword that has like this black mist, and a Shinigami mask. Anytime that Raven was in trouble in the 4-year time skip. But yeah. So, we go into a 4-year time skip. Now, Naruto, Raven, and even Jiraiya are back. And this is where, well, Raven, she is, well, 5'8". She's pretty tall. And of course, Naruto, he's actually 6'3". He's actually taller than original canon. And this is where Jiraiya, he just says, well, at least they got him stronger. Naruto's hair is longer. But of course, I should mention that Naruto unlocked his Uzumaki chains in the 4-year time skip. So of course, his hair is black but red also. So of course, yeah. And of course, with that unlocking of the Uzumaki chains, he can only use about 5 chains, and that's all. Other than that, he can use his MS pretty damn well, and using his other abilities also pretty good. Now, of course, I should mention Raven. She got taller, but she has a black coat around, black pants and black shoes. Naruto, he's wearing what's it called, black jacket, and of course, well, not black jacket, a black coat like Tobi, like it kind of looks like Tobi and all that. Of course, it has a hood and all that. Of course, Naruto's wearing shades, so just in case people ever question him, but yeah. He's also wearing what's it called? Black pants and black shoes. So yeah, black sandals mostly. He also does have his two swords. Well, Raven does have her two swords or two tonsils, as you mentioned, but has this black mist around it. So yeah. Now, of course, we go back into after the 4 years. Naruto's back with Raven, and Raven says, "Yeah, I'm back." But yeah, of course, they go to talk to Raven's parents. But yeah, when Naruto follows, and Jiraiya goes to talk to Tsunade. But other than that, I will leave it off here. Have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato potato. Yes, I'm gonna leave it off here. So yeah, bye bye.